In this video, we are looking at the remaining methods of data transmission, which are simplex, half duplex, as well as full duplex. So in the previous video, we looked at parallel, right, data transmission as well as serial. So with simplex data transmission, this is a method of transmitting data in one direction, right? Data is being transmitted in one direction only, right? So a very good example of this is when we are typing, right? We are typing on the keyboard, whilst all the commands or instructions we are giving to them, to the computer, being converted and displayed on the screen. So there's no way where the computer system will have to send some instructions to the keyboard, but it's one direction. So it's either the connection from the keyboard to the computer or the connection from the mouse to the computer. Transmission goes only in one direction. So that is simplex transmission. And then half duplex, this is whereby data can be sent in both directions, right, but in one direction at a time. So this is half duplex. And then full duplex, this is whereby data can be sent in both directions at the same time. So this is full duplex. So we are going to demonstrate, I'm going to demonstrate how to represent the respective diagrams to these methods of data transmission. So this is what you are going to see next to the diagrams. So this is simplex data transmission. It is very easy. We have got the sending device, which is device A, and the receiving device, which is device B, device A, and device B. This is the receiving, this is the sending, right, like this. So that's the simple illustration of simplex data transmission. So we can add on some information. Data is being transmitted, from device A to device B, right? So this is simplex data transmission. So it only applies when there is no need for us to transmit data from device B back to device A, right? So remember, we said it only transmits data in one direction, right? It's unidirectional, meaning to say it only applies when there is no need for us, when there is no need for the receiving device to communicate back to the sending device. So a very good example, we said it is the connection that happens between a keyboard and the computer, the connection that happens between a mouse and a computer. That's where simplex data transmission is used. So let us look at the second one, which is full duplex data transmission. Right, so this is full duplex data transmission. You can see arrows are pointing, right? The first arrow is pointing to device B, then the second arrow is pointing to device A, meaning to say data can be transferred, it can be transmitted in both directions simultaneously. So data can be transmitted in both directions simultaneously, right? So here device A sending to device B, and here we have device A receiving from device B, meaning to say in this case device B is the sender and A is the receiver. But in the first instance, device A is the sender, device B is the receiver. So this is full duplex transmission. So now we want to look at half duplex. Right. So with half duplex now, the diagram is like this. We have got these two communicating devices, right? And then right? And then we also have another set here, or bold. So this is device A, device B. So in this case, device A is the sending device, and this is the receiving device. Right here we have got device A again, this case as a receiving, and device B as the sending. So this is full duplex data transmission, right? So this is half duplex data transmission, right? So data can be transmitted in both directions, but not at the same time. So meaning to say, in the first instance, data would be transmitted from device A to device B. And then in the second instance, data would be transmitted from device B to device A. So this is half duplex data transmission. So let me just label. Data is being sent to device B, and then here data is being sent to device A. So this is half duplex data transmission for. So those were the last three methods of data transmission that we looked at. We looked at simplex data transmission, where we said in this case, data can be transmitted in only one direction, right? So it is applicable when there is no need for the receiving device to become the sending device, or when there is no need for the sending device to receive data from the receiving device. So this is simplex data transmission. And example scenarios where you can see simplex data transmission in use is when there is a connection between a keyboard and a computer, also a mouse and a computer. Those are the valid examples of simplex data transmission. And we also went on to look at half duplex transmission, and we said this applies when there is need for sort of a conversation, right? There has to be information being sent to another device, then that device will have to reply back to the sending device. So in this case, data can flow in both directions, but not at the same time. So a very good example we can give in this scenario is an ATM, right? On an ATM, you insert your card, right? So that was, you were sending data to the ATM, right? You insert your card, then it requests you to input a PIN, right? Then you provide the PIN. After you provided the PIN, then it gives you a menu, right? And then you select what you want to do. You want to check your balance, you want to withdraw, and so forth. Let's say you want to withdraw, then you indicate, you select withdraw. So when you indicate withdraw, data is sent, then it sends you an option back for you to, choose on the predefined amounts, or you want to you want to create your own amount, right? Then you create your own amount, then you send the data back, right, to the receiving device. Then the receiving device will check with your account whether you have got enough balance to make such a transaction. If you don't have, then it gives you a feedback saying you don't have enough balance, or you have got insufficient funds for you to perform this transaction, and then you have to adjust the amount. So this is how half duplex data transmission works. And again, for half duplex data transmission is also used in Wi-Fi's, right? In Wi-Fi's. So you need to look at how half duplex is used in wireless fidelities. And then the last one was full duplex. So full duplex is applicable when there is need, right? When there is need for a real-time conversation, right? When there's need for data to be sent in both, in both directions, from device A to device B, as well as from device B to device A, all at the same time, right? This is full duplex. So this is most commonly applicable in phone conversations, right? If you have ever wondered, it is very much possible for you to be speaking while the other person whom you are calling is also speaking, right? Though it might end up being chaotic, right? Because, at the end of the day, the person whom you are talking to will not be able to hear what you are saying, and you would also not be able to hear what the other person is saying. But that is full duplex data transmission. So those were the methods of data transmission that we had to look at. So in the next video we are going to look at the USB. So please subscribe to my channel, to my YouTube channel. Subscribe, like, comment. Also follow me on my social media platforms. The links are in the description below, right? In the video description, that's where you can get the links to my other social media platforms. Thank you very much. See you in the next video.